it feels almost perfunctory. We do this thing because it's a holiday, and we play the speeches and we do all that. It feels like a checked box. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I normally do on a Monday, which is reset and motivation. So we may have some really amazing guests, but what is in your speech that you are contemplating or that you're going to put in that will move somebody to do something?
Well, first of all, most people don't know anything about Dr. King. That's what I've learned all these years of doing speeches around the country, even overseas. They get stuck on "I Have a Dream" speech, the Montgomery bus boycott, which was initiated by Rosa Parks. But I focused on the last 3 or 4 years of his life because Dr. King kept saying, "What's the plan?" Bringing it back to you, Karen Hunter. What's the plan? We got the Voting Rights Bill. We got the Civil Rights Act. What is the plan now? And we know he was talking a lot about economic justice, economic empowerment. And people don't realize that, that Dr. King shifted, a lot. And so part of my work is always like, let's have a deeper education, understanding who this person was and what his work was about, and don't get stuck up. It's just like when we were growing up in school, George Washington never told a lie, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. Come on. And that's all we know. You know what I'm saying? That little foolishness about George Washington chopping down Cherry Tree. So we know Dr. King had a dream. That's telling me right there that our education is reducing these people to mythological figures. He's not even a real person. So it's about humanizing him too. He wasn't a perfect human being. There's a lot of shortcomings, but I think that's part of the beauty of Dr. King. But also I think about the fact, in this era of people who have been in trouble for, raising money for things, we ain't gonna say no names, but wondering where the money's gone. When Dr. King got the Nobel Peace Prize at age 34, Karen, he didn't want to appear to benefit from the civil rights movement, so he gave every dime of that award back to the civil rights movement. So, even though he was married with a wife and 4 children, he did not want to come off as someone who was pimping literally the people in the movement. He was a very unselfish person. This man, you know, uh, this man probably only had a couple of suits, a couple of pairs of shoes in his lifetime. I'm not saying we should take a vow of poverty. I'm not saying that at all. But, when I think about Ella Baker, Faneuil Hamer, Malcolm X, Dr. King, Ida B. Wells, who's right behind you, there. I think about people with integrity. James Baldwin, right behind you, people with integrity. And I think part of that plan for us as we do our work is like, you have integrity. You have integrity, Karen Hunter. You've been consistent as long as I've known you. It's integrity means consistency. Are you who you say you are? Are you really about the people? Or are you just trying to build a career for yourself? And this Dr. King was someone who cared deeply about the people.
I am going to be bringing forth where do we go from here. I'm going to be reading
Yes.
from that,
Yeah.
community of chaos, because I think the chaos portion, we're in the chaos portion. We've forgotten community. We're
Yeah.
only going to get through this through community. Where do we go from here? King, last book that was published
That's right.
posthumously after he was murdered. That was what he was contemplating, in addition
That's right.
to why he was murdered, because he was telling people that they actually have more power. 75% of the NFL, black men. You have more power than the owners, than the coaches. So what is it that you actually want? You want health care. You want to make sure that you get a pension. You guys have the power, all of you collectively, community or chaos. And this country thrives on chaos. It always has, which is why, I feel like watching last week, they were rubbing their hands together, in the House of Representatives to, the theater of it, because in that chaos, nothing gets done.
Nothing. Nothing.
But people can benefit and profit. Chaos is a great environment for demons.